Welcome everyone to the ACC race that you have been waiting for because I have not broadcasted in quite a while. It's been summer, I've been sick, all sorts of excuses, but the excuses are over. We have racing going on today, and today we have ACC, the last race in the 15 race season. It was supposed to be a full year season, but we trimmed it down. Can I do a little restart that I'm going to tell you about maybe a little bit later. So anyway, let's see how are the standings. Let's look at bronze. There we have, this is the talking point today, and both of these guys are on track. Frank Sikre and Mike Maleski. Not sure Joe Bekavak is, we'll probably see. But look at that, 544 points. So today we're going to see who's going to be the champion here in the bronze division. All right, let's look at silver. 561 points on Terry Trowbridge. Sebastian Brunier hasn't raced for the last 5 races. So, well, this is Terry's championship. I see Terry is on track today. Brian Banks, 454 points. And let's look at now the platinum group. Look at that. That's Chris Bourne. He is running away with this. And Steve Young is second in the championship. And then we have Mr. Mishponov. There you are. Yeah, we thank our sponsors Syndeo and ReferTech for making sure that we can do what we do. There we are, getting things in order. And is it insert we use? Yes, it is. There we go. So we have started qualifying. And it's a 15-minute qualifying. The race is a 50-minute race. And we have a pit stop as well. So we are on board right now with Frank Sikre. I'm not sure I'm saying it right. But you see the... maybe I should put that on there so you can see what we have when it comes to the different classes. Where is that? Oh, I cannot find it. Yeah, never mind. So, as I mentioned before, we have the different classes. Red, that's the bronze division. White is the platinum, and silver is the gray number plate there. So, makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, 16 on track today. Shout out to the new driver here, Mr. McLaren from the United States. And he is named after Bruce McLaren. So, he has a McLaren car, of course. No livery. I did sync the livery, so maybe he hasn't loaded it. Who knows? So anyway, that's kind of fun. We have a new driver. So keep an eye on him driving here in the bronze division. Packham now has the fastest time. Put it down 1:27.4 here at Donington. Oh, a little action there. So Linnarter bumped into someone, I think. Ponov now in P2 and P3. Shout out to me on the chat if someone is watching on chat. Say hello, and I will say hello back. Here's Trowbridge, the silver champion, de facto silver champion. Daniel Britos from Argentina. We have hey, Chris Bourne. We have a very international crowd here at eSeniors. We have people from all over the world. And we have Frank Sicré, I believe he's from France. You see the little flag down there. And he's battling with Mike Maleski from Canada for the title of the bronze division. We'll see how that works. Let's get inside. I'm trying to find the right. Oh, I don't have an inside on the driver, but we can do like this with Mike Maleski as we coming down. Okay, that's helicam, bumper, bonnet, side, interior. Huh. That's not. They're a little bit different, these views that I have on my shortcuts here. I haven't done this in a while, so bear with me if something goes awry. See here, who is driving here? Let's see, here it's Bruce Hopkins coming down this interesting track. People staying away. Let's see what he can do. P4 right now in the total. Peter David in silver, sits up there in third in the total. Is a good result. If he can hold that for the silver. And here coming down, this kind of warehouse thing on the left. My braking point is about here, and you can really cut this thing. And that's what Bruce Hopkins is doing. Come down to the hairpin here. So car on track there. I don't have the driver view here for some reason. I have to figure that out. And here's that last hairpin as we're coming in on the straight, and see if Hopkins is improving anything. Yes, he does. Jumps up to P4 in the total. How about Peter David? He is not an improved Hudson. He coming around the bend here, and he's up 6/10 on his best. And that should push him up a little bit, hopefully. Yeah, P4 total for him. How's Bruce McLaren doing? He has not had a time yet, but we enjoy watching a new driver. See what he can do. If he can get the clean lap in. He is not on a valid lap though. Paulo Novam. I haven't seen him for a while. Portugal. Sometimes we see his wife on the chat cheering him on. Coming through that chicane very nicely. All right, there's Paolo. So Paolo got up to P8. Bruce McLaren is in the pits. So let's see who's on a run. Hopkins is up 3/10. That could push him up. At least past Hopkins. I'm sorry, Hutchin. He's coming through here with his on the last turn. The clock is time. He's up 4 tenths. Can he get up to 5 tenths here? At least Hutchin. Okay, past David too. So P4 in the total. Derek Bird is out driving. He is a fast SOB in his Porsche. So he was driving LMU as well in the Porsche. Just as quick there. Unbelievable driver. He is being chased by Mr. Bourne. Mr. Bourne is up half a second, and that should give him pole. Yeah, pole position for Chris Bourne, 127.1, who is de facto the champion for the Platinum. So Derek Bird, he's up. He lost some time there. Now he's behind. So 127.1. Paolo, if he is not driving on the grass like he did, he could have done something. Let's see what Daniel Britos is doing here as we have less than 5 minutes remaining. He's up half a second. Lost a little bit there, but he is advancing to P9 in the total. Note here that that's Silver driver, and we see Ole Linnordner, 130.3, driving last right now. I really want to see Bruce McLaren do a time here. I hope you can hear me and hear the track and all that excitement. So let me know if you need more of anything or less of something. Is Bruce coming through chicane? Let's see if Bruce can get something on the board. He is not on a valid lap still. See what's going on here as we're finishing the lap. It might have been his outlap this. Okay. He put the time down here, 130.9. So last in the on track right now. Who is on an improved time? Paolo Nova. Yeah, keep it up here, Paolo. You might advance as he's coming around the last. Prediction is that he's going to go up to P4 in the total, and he's doing so. Peter David sits in the pits, and there is the stopping point for Paolo Nava as we're switching over to Derek Bird. He's 0.2. Yeah, keep it up here, Derek. You can take provisional pole as we have less than 2 minutes to drive. And in the meantime, Chris Bourne is improving his time. Oh, a little trouble there. Looked like, yeah, Derek lost all his time there. Unfortunate for him. He had a big chance. In the meantime, Packham is starting a lap. And he, for sure, going to challenge Chris Bourne if he can. And he's up on his time, but not substantial. But probably enough if he keeps it up. He needs to Actually, he's 1/10 behind. So as you see there on the leaderboard. Oh, he oversteers, and that's the end of that. However, Derek Bird is on the new lap. He has 2/10 to carve out. I wonder, can I get the deltas here? No, I don't know where that is. Oh, here we go. All right, so Derek Bird, he needs to do 2/10. Oh, 3/10 now because Derek Bird put in a new best lap. How about that? Oh, he abandoned. And it's now Chris going to be able to push his time even more. There's no one else challenging. Oh, we haven't seen Peter Nilsson. Just want to show him on track. Joe Bekabak. We haven't seen him. We have quite a few cars there, as you see. All right. I don't think we have anyone on track here. Not gonna substantiate anything dramatic. No, we don't. So should we try this? Track walk of this track. How about that? Let's see. Get a little groove. How about that? All right, there we go. Donington Park track walk. So here's the start, and we're coming down this high-speed red gate. I mean, really high-speed corners there, and then we're braking. Kind of tap the brake, get the right turn going, and we're passing by the old bridge, and then up here, McLean's corner. And this is almost a blind corner here. I always find these copies pretty difficult. And then we're coming to the chicane, where you can enjoy taking one of those big tire barriers, a Melbourne hairpin, and then another hairpin. And we have completed a lap of Donington Park. Okay, yeah, so race will start soon. We're gonna start this is the last championship race for ACC. And we will start a new series first week of September. We're going to start ACC championships and LMU championships. In the meantime, between now and then, we have several races. Basically, the goal is to have one race every day, ACC or LMU. And we're starting a GT4 championship that's going to run on Mondays. And on Facebook, you're going to see a post that has all the days and what type of race it is. I'm part of the team that manages the LMU racing. So I can say that we're going to do a new track, one of the LMU US track, Daytona, all next week. So we're going to sprint racing. We're going to have 50-minute race. And we're gonna have tomorrow. We're gonna have, and all these are open races. So you just join LMU, the hosted racing, and connect on Discord, and you get the password and the log-on code, whatever they call it now. So anyway, that's the deal, and we really try to announce those races and try and get some racing going. So this is the opportunity for anyone that has not been involved lately. Maybe you have not been racing over the summer, and now it's time to get on LMU or ACC. This is time, so keep an eye out on Facebook and join our Discord, of course. And you will see a lot of easy accessible races. You don't need to sign up on anything except for the GT4 Championship. And then first week of September, we will start to have championship. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in the United States for September and into October, so I won't be able to do any broadcasting, but I think at least on LMU side, we're going to have Mike Maleski do some broadcasting. So, all right, so we are about to start here, and I'll get rid of the music, and we go to game stream. And the drivers we see on track here is Chris Bourne, and he is de facto the champion for the Platinum ACC season. Here we have Stuart Pacman P2, Derek Bird P3, Bruce Hopkins P4, Paulo Nova P5, and this is the pole sitter for silver, Peter David, great job there. And here is Hutchin. In the platinum, he's P6, and the pawn of P7 in platinum. Trowbridge, the de facto champion for silver group, and Daniel Britos. And then we have Peter Nilsson and Sikre, who is fighting with Mike Maleski. And here's Joe Bekavak. Oh, look at that. What a nice color that is. And then we have Mike Maleski, who is on the same points as Frank. So that's going to be interesting. Ole Linnortner, a little bit back here he's in the silver group. And our new driver, welcome, Bruce McLaren. And then Mr. Brian Banks. So 17 drivers on track today. That's great to see. Excited to see what this race will bring. 50 minutes, one pit stop. And we have a full formation lap here in ACC. And I welcome everyone on the stream. And like I said before, let me know if you need more audio volume on something or less on something. And also I plan to interview each of the winners if they are available on audio. Actually, I'm gonna put myself on the audio channel, the commentary channel. There we go. All right, here we go. We're coming close to the start, coming around the corner. And nice and tidy. We are about to go racing. There is the start. That's weird because it was way past the start line. I don't know how that works. So we see Bourne, we see Packham, we see Derek Bird here in the beginning. And oh boy, look at that. Chris Bourne is just running away. Let's look a bit further back. We have Trowbridge. What happened with Peter David? Hopkins way back there. There's Peter David. Something happened in his start. Here is Bruce McLaren. Ole Linnortner. Let's see what happened. We had a contact. Let's look at this contact here. All right, we're looking at contact between car 583 and 60. Oh, yeah, saw someone go off there. That was hard to see though. Go back to live timing. So Chris Bourne, Packham and Bird in the front here as we have completed the first lap. Trowbridge in the lead for silver. Hutchin just behind him, not out of... they're not competing, there are different groups. This is the talking point here, which I think is interesting. We have Bekavak, Maleski and Sikre, and Mike needs to be in ahead of Frank. And there is Mike. I can get the interior there. So he's chasing Frank. And we will keep an eye on this, because this is probably the most interesting of the items we have here when it comes to competition, because otherwise this obviously Chris Bourne is racing for his pride, you could say. I'm just trying to see the action. Okay, there's some action here in the back. We have Hopkins that went off, and Hopkins passes here, passes Banks, and we see also further back here we have Banks, and there we have McLaren, and in the back we have Lynn Nortner. So Peter David, something happened with him. He's up in position. He's the white car chasing Hopkins. Fortunate for him, he went off in this just in the beginning, in the start. It was a little bit hard to see on the replay I had available for myself. But we hope that things gonna improve and he's gonna work up the field. It's always interesting to have a car which is a little bit faster than the other cars in the field, working themselves up. Mike Maleski is half a second behind Frank. There's Frank Sikre. There is his... If I jump around with the camera shortcuts here, it means that I actually have the wrong names on the camera shortcuts. Compared to what they actually show, so sometimes I get a little confused. Okay, Hopkins is up on Bekavak. Hopkins is in the platinum group, so he's probably going to be able to pass up the field. Again, keeping an eye on Mike Maleski here, because that's really more interesting talking point. And he comes really close. He actually does a mistake, and he's gonna lose momentum there. Ouch. Let's look at the replay here on Mike as he does a challenge. So we come down to this hairpin at in the last sector. Here we go. Frank is, oh, Mike tries to get in there, and fortunately he didn't have contact. Oh, maybe a little touch there, but I think he's not too much affected by that, more than he lost momentum now. And he's back a little bit. Hopkins have now passed him, and here comes Peter David behind Mike Maleski. It's not for position. We're going to focus quite a bit on Mike Maleski. I have a feeling I'm keeping an eye up the field to see what's going on here. Daniel Britos is behind Hutchin and Mike Maleski's cars are kind of look alike. And then Nilsson got a good run out of there. See if it looks a little bit on the inside. Britos is covering its inside. Nilsson is feisty. That is for position, this action here. And meantime, Peter David wants to pass Mileski. Mileski wants to work up the field. He actually has 2 cars in front of him now in order to reach up. Let's see, Bruce McLaren here. He's chasing Banks. Banks is lapping a little bit faster than last lap. Let's see here what we're doing here with Mike Mileski. His last lap 1:32. Frank Sicre, he's lapping 2 seconds faster. I'm afraid maybe Mileski got a little bit frustrated. And here is Hopkins. He wants to pass Joe Bekabak. This is not for position. Let's see what happens here. Hello, welcome new viewer there. I don't know who you guys are because I don't recognize your names more than Chris that I see there. Okay, Peter David wants to pass Mileski. Up in front we have Bird, Packham and Bourne, 1, 2, 3. And we have Mr. Pornoff. Oh, Nick, hi, how are you? And then we have Trowbridge. A little lonely race for him. He has 6 seconds up, but he is he's in the lead for silver. Oh, and Saunders. Good to see you guys. Nice to be back here in the commentator booth in Sweden. And like I mentioned on the start of the stream, I'm going to be in the US September and October, beginning of October, so I won't be on the streaming until I'm coming back in mid-October. And I think then the busy summer season is definitely over. Yard work should be done. Just waiting for the snow then, and it's nice and cool in my broadcast booth. And all should be good for some ACC broadcasting. And Mike Mileski probably going to do a lot of LMU. And I'm probably going to try to do some LMU as well here in the break here between now and the broadcast, or the championship that starts in the beginning, first week of September. All right, Nilsson is chasing Britos. Britos is a hard guy to pass. Packham advancing a little bit on Bourne. They're lapping. Last lap was about the same. This is a 50-minute race. We're gonna see some tire changes at some point. Hopkins is now working himself up the field. Had an unfortunate start. Hopkins and Peter David, I think they got together because both of them are down 7 positions. And Hopkins and Peter David not for position. Peter David was the pole sitter for silver. Well done. Pornoff gets a little bit closer to Nova, but not substantially. But really the talking point here, Mileski and Frank Sicre, they are on the same points in the bronze. And Mike Mileski did try and pass and did a little bit of mistake, had to recover quite a bit in the hairpin that we are approaching right now. So he had to go back to the drawing board. Hopkins on Bekavak, not for position, but Hopkins is not able to pass. But here he is, comes on the inside. Maybe Bekavak had realized that's not his race. And Peter David as well. David tries to move past Bekavak, not for position either. Here he comes on the inside, nicely done. See some smoke. Mileski is able to pass Bekavak as well. That was an important, very important move to do that cleanly for Mileski. So now Mileski is on the hunt now for Frank. Frank is lapping slightly faster than Mike in the last on the last lap. Okay, let's look a little bit what happens here. Throw is Packham able to get a little bit on Packham. He's lapping faster at the moment. Inside Lamborghini of Mr. Packham. Pornoff goes into the pits. Interesting. I wonder what's precipitated that. Yeah, certainly looks like Packham is getting closer to Mr. Bourne. A little bit early maybe to do a pit stop. Unclear what's going on there with Mr. Pornoff. I don't know if he got the drive-through. I didn't see that here. Did anyone? Let's see on the log. No, I didn't see anything. Packham getting closer. Bourne did the fastest lap, last lap right now. So he's feeling the heat from Packham, that's for sure. That's the closest race right now. Packham is clearly up to speed. Chris Bourne was lapping just slightly faster than Packham. But here he comes. Here comes Packham. Now he's really challenging Bourne here. So the heat is on. In the meantime, we have Peter David up for position, but he wants to pass Mr. Frank Sicreo to work himself up to the other platinum drivers in his class. Good exit out of there. That's gonna do it. Over and under here maybe. Yeah, swinging around it, but didn't really get the traction out of that turn to be able to do something. And Mike Mileski is 5 seconds behind Frank. See if he can do something about that. Here's Danny Britos. Let's look at the new driver here, Bruce McLaren, who is actually named after the legendary Bruce McLaren. I think I understood the story that Bruce McLaren died just the year before this gentleman is born. So that's the name he got. And Peter David passed Frank. So now Mileski is chasing. Mileski is 1.2 seconds faster in the last lap. So he is catching Frank. And if you're new to this race, this is the talking point. Because they are on the same points. Packham and Bourne. This is not really for anything in the championship more than the glory of winning this race today. And Packham is, oh, there goes wide. Chris Bourne goes wide. Didn't really affect him more than maybe showing Packham that he is getting inside Chris Bourne's head. And Chris is looking a little bit more in the rear view mirror than maybe up ahead. Who knows? So let's do a rundown. Chris Bourne and the Packham, now they are so close, so now I don't really want to pass here. Oh, was it, did you say that Bruce? Was it Bruce that got hit in the beginning? Is that true? Peter David and Joe Bekavak in the same corner. All right. Oh, okay, someone left. So who left the race? Trying to look at the log here. Oh, okay, Bruce Hopkins. I got it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Packham is working. Continue to work on Chris Bourne. What's going on between Mileski here? Mileski and Frank on the same points. Mileski down to 2 seconds behind. Has done his fastest lap, 1:29.2. And he is lapping much faster than Mileski, or I'm sorry, with Frank. That's good to see. So I think at some point here, there's going to be a showdown. Is it going to be before or after the tire change? Who knows? Nilsson and Britos very close. That is for position. Nilsson P3 right now. The silver contest. All right, I could Packham here. What we're doing time-wise there. Lapping very, very same. And let's see where Mike is. Let's see time-wise here, how they're doing. Yeah, Mike continues to chip away. So does Peter Nilsson. That's the other race we have to look at. But we can look at Bruce and Lynn Ortner. Bruce getting closer to Lynn Ortner. Yeah, I was glad it wasn't now. It's okay. There's Lynn Ortner goes into the pits. Pit stop starting as we're getting close to halftime. Yeah, I was glad. I'm sorry, it's Bruce Hopkins got hit, but I'm glad it wasn't Bruce McLaren because it's his first race and that would have been bad. So Konoff not doing well today. 14 in the total. We have Brian Banks. He's 13 in the total. He's up 4 positions though. However, we started pit stop, so I'm not sure that's valid. Joe Bekavak up 1 position. Mike Mileski up 3. And here's Frank. They're getting closer and closer, getting more and more interesting. Oh, now we have a very close contest here between these two guys. We have Packham as they coming into this tight corner. And coming down to that chicane. Might be time for pit stop. Let's see how they come out after the pit stop. That could also be interesting to see. Trowbridge goes into the pits. Come around this corner nicely. Lapping very safe. Oh, mistake there by Chris. Goes really wide. Packham tried to capitalize. Is he getting enough? Look at that traction on Chris Bourne getting out of that corner. Rescuing his little problem there. Packham is very close now. Sits in the slipstream for sure. Is that going to help him? We will see. He's going to be able to make a move here. Oh, let's see. Chris Bourne went a little bit wide. Is that going to affect him? I don't know. Looks a little bit wobbly. Maybe this is now the end of the tires as we know them. In the meantime, I think Mike Mileski had done a mistake because he's all. I'm so engrossed in this, it's hard to follow both races here. But Mike Mileski is all the way back now. He goes into the pits. Something must have happened. Packham and Bourne are still slugging in this contest for the winner of this race in the Platinum group. Bruce McLaren is in the pits as well. What happened with Mike Mileski? I don't know if anyone was following that offline. Nilsson in for pit stop. Frank goes in for pit stop. So Mileski, at least he stopped before him. Mike Mileski comes out now. He did. Yeah, something happened for sure. Not able to see that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happened. All right, Trowbridge comes out. Packham and Bourne still racing. Banks came out of there, out of the pits, and he was careful about that, so that's great. Banks has not pitted. And quite a few guys here in the front as we coming. We're past halftime now. Nova in the pits. And Britos is now in the lead for silver. But Britos has not pitted yet. Packham is chasing, but he's a little bit further back. Okay, now we see here Frank and Mr. Mileski. So Mileski quite a bit back. There's Lynn Ortner. McLaren out on track again. Banks is running the long game. So is Joe Bikavak. Not pitted yet. And as we see also the front 5 have not pitted. Now Chris Bourne is in. So is Bird. Packham still out. Let's see if Chris can do a fast stop and get a little cushion behind him, so to speak, and drive through for Pawnoff. Unfortunate incident there for Pawnoff with the drive through. Could we assume it's there it comes in again. Could we assume that that was speeding in the pit lane? Yeah, Mike needs to really get his head in the game now in order to be able to catch Frank. You see here, Frank is way ahead of him. Now Packham is in the pits. And here's Chris Bourne. Let's see how they come out. Packham comes out just behind him or not? There's Packham. Yeah, pretty even. Even Steven. They basically sit as they were when they started, or when they started their pit stop sequence. 20 minutes and 53 seconds remaining. We see more pit stops now. We're probably going to clear the last pit stops now. Peter David is in. Britos still running long. And Joby Kavak is in the pits as well. So that's going to clear up the field a little bit. But Mike is 25 seconds behind Frank. So right now that means that Frank is the champion. Unless he makes some sort of a big mistake. So here we see that's the last corner. And Mike Mileski is way back because he's coming through the chicane now. Or I'm sorry, that turn there. Penultimate turn. So he's quite a bit back. So this is the action that we will enjoy probably until the end of the race between these two. So it's certainly not clear who will be the winner of this race today when it comes to Platinum. Right now after pit stops, Frank is certainly looking at as the one, and Trowbridge looks like the one for silver. And also Trowbridge is the champion. So we'll get to talk with someone in the end here. McLaren is actually up one position now. Actually, it's up 3 positions in it counts the total. So Peter David down 9. Unfortunate. So yeah, looks like Bruce had a pretty clean race so far with eSeniors. The first race for him. Ponov up on Trowbridge, not for position, but for just to advance up the field. We might see Trowbridge just give way to him, which is a smart move. I like when people think about that the other class is not their race, which is smart, instead of possibly having an accident or something like that. So Ponov P6 right now, so he's last in the platinum group. And Peter David is pitting. Oh, okay, so he has not pitted before. So that's what's going on. Packham lost a little steam here. Probably trying to warm up his tires so he can make another run here for it, as we are coming down to 17 minutes remaining of this race. Peter Nilsson is chasing Britos. This is for position. Further down the field, we don't really have anything going on for position. We can look at the cars. Here is Frank. He's driving a little bit faster than Mileski last lap. Here's Lee Nortner. So he's not in contention with any of the other cars around him right now. Tries to work up the field. Bruce McLaren, we talked about him quite a bit. Joe Bekavak was involved with the accident with Peter David in the beginning. We might actually look at that replay, we'll see. And here is Banks. And here is Peter David, who has now changed his tires. And at the moment, there is no tight racing going on. Oh, I'm messing with my headset. Sorry if that made a noise. Pack count 1.3 behind. He's no, he's pretty. I mean, time-wise, he's holding with Chris, but here we see actually he advances a little bit, coming a little bit closer. Really, the only race on the field right now. It is a good-looking livery on that car. Yeah, looks like he's starting to get up to speed. Mileski still lagging behind to Frank. That's going to take a little smaller miracle for him to actually get up there. I think Frank is now actually very close to the championship win. When it comes to the bronze championship for silver, it's very clear it's Trowbridge, and it's also championship-wise very clear that Chris Bourne is the champion there. And we should talk with all of those guys. And Frank, I don't think we're going to talk with him. He's not sure his English is up to par. If he's comfortable with that. Peter Nilsson from Sweden. Like I mentioned before, very international crew here at eSeniors. Half a second behind Britos. This is for position. And next season, actually going to change car. Maybe it's the Porsche. Otherwise, it's going to be the McLaren. I'm talking about LMU here because on the straights the Mercedes is not the best. I mean, I just can't reach people. So I'm going to try that out. On Sunday, we have an open race, LMU, or Le Mans for LMU, so that's going to be fun. Now when I feel good, that goes up and down, to be honest with you guys. A bit of a struggle. All right, is McLaren getting up to speed. If we can challenge Lynn Nortner, not for position, but I hope Bruce is enjoying his first race with eSeniors. At least Bruce is running P13 of the total, which is not bad. We have one racer that left the race. We started with 17. All right, Bruce gets a little bit closer to Lynn Nortner. This could be interesting. Up in the top, nothing really looks to change there. So we can keep an eye on this for a bit. Coming through the chicane. Behind we have Bekavak, that is for position. Trying to find, okay, that's what I wanted to see. Oh, Bruce is challenging. Oh, oversteer. Oversteer by Ollie Linnortner. What a disaster for him. And McLaren gained up a position. Linnortner into the pits. Is he gonna exit? He went into the pits. Let's look at Nilsson and Britos. That's also very close. This is for position. So the fight for P2 in silver race. Yeah, look at Nilsson. He is getting up close and personal. Looked like he was really getting close there. I got nervous. See if we can do something here in the last corner. Britos covers the inside as they go through. see if he got late break. No, he's not doing a challenge there. That's where Mark Maleski had a little problem with Frank. And blue flag there. Bruce got away. Well, let's look at that too. There comes Joby Kavak. Is he going to be able to pass him? No. Maybe here. Yeah. Late break. Joe, is he going to keep it on track? Yeah. Joby Kavak takes position. Nilsson continues to work on Britos. As I mentioned before, I've been trying to pass Britos many a times, and he is not easy. Up in front, Derek 5 seconds ahead of Packham. And here's Paolo, 5 seconds behind, or 6 seconds. Then we have Hutchins, 27 seconds to P4. Pornoff is 3 seconds behind Hutchin. Trowbridge sitting pretty there as the de facto champion, as well as probably the winner of this race, because he had 11 seconds to Britos behind. Then we have been following Nilsson, trying to work on Britos. And 7 minutes remaining of the race. It's Frank, looking to win this race as well as the championship for the bronze guys. Maleski, unfortunate race for him today. He was close. And McLaren, Bruce McLaren, first race for eSeniors. Brian Banks, Peter David, unfortunate start. He was considered for silver. And then Ole Lee Nortner retired in the pits. And Nilsson is continuing his hunt as the closest race in the field right now. Into the chicane. They are lapping very similar times. See what times they are clocking now. Yeah, very close, almost identical times. 129.275, 129.220. Nilsson. So he just needs to continue, try to press a mistake from Mr. Britos. And we have now less than 5 minutes remaining. Britos coming through the chicane. Keeping a good distance now to Nilsson. Packham, a second and a half behind Chris Bourne. And I think I can actually do the graphic for the leaderboard now. Don't want to jinx anything. Yeah, the field is now spread out. So no real close racing here, unless someone does a mistake. Packham and Bourne. Bourne has been relentless, had a bit of pressure from Packham before the tire change, but he weathered the storm. So 15 race championship about to finish here. If you're new to eSeniors, this is a group of racers that are 50 years and older. And here, before we start new championships in September, we're going to run the GT4 championship on Mondays, and all other days we're going to have one race, ACC or LMU, and it's just to jump in and drive, an opportunity to try out different cars. If you haven't raced LMU, if you haven't raced ACC, jump in and enjoy some fun racing. It's a very clean races. We haven't really have any report since quite a while, which is good. I mean, we're not children, so a handshake on Discord and we go on to next race. I think that's the easiest way of dealing with it. No one is hitting someone else because they want to. So all right, less than 1 minute. This will be the last lap. We're following Chris Bourne. Very nice race by him. And he has some traffic in front of him, Peter David. Shouldn't really be a problem, I think. And it looks actually, Packham gets a little bit closer here. Chris Bourne is letting up a little bit now as he finishes off this race. Yeah, quite a bit of traffic. Packham gets a little closer. It's going to be interesting, actually. Coming through the chicane, all right. And Chris Bourne, the champion, the winner of this race, as well as the champion for eSeniors ACC. Very well done. Is going to manage this turn without any issues? Yes. And that should be the flag. There it is. There's the flag. Bourne, Packham, Bird, 1, 2, 3. And then a bit further down here, quite a bit, is Terry Trowbridge, the champion for silver in this season, the winner of this race. Britos P2 in this race and Nilsson P3. And we want to see him take the flag as well. Coming through the chicane. Well done by Terry Trowbridge. I should mention the fastest lap was Chris Bourne, of course. And Frank is in the under the flag, and here comes Terry Trowbridge taking that home. Goes over the flag there, and Frank is the champion of bronze. So very cool. Let's jump over here and let's do the podium graphic. Pick that up. And there it is. And okay, and we show it there. Let's see if we can talk to someone. I'm gonna quit ACC like so. And see if we can speak with someone. Stand by. Can we put someone in? Terry Trowbridge, you are being interviewed.
Okay, in that case, I'll stop swearing.
Are you with me? Cannot hear you.
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me? No? Obviously not.
Chris Bourne will join as well.
Hang on.
Terry?
You should be able to hear me because I can see.
Hold on 1 second. It might be my fault here. Hold on. Yeah, my fault. Can you hear me now?
That's all right.
There we
Yes,
are. There we are. Okay.
I could hear you all the time.
Yeah, my output was on was set to something else. So now I have you in my headset.
Yeah, I'm sure Discord changes it sometimes without you knowing.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's a little bit weird. Hope to see Chris Bourne here. I don't see him, but all right. So you won the race and you also won the championship.
Yep.
How about that?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. That was a bit of a lonely race for me, that was. But,
right.
Because Peter made a mistake at the beginning, Peter David, and then I was sort of out on my own in with the Platinum, so I just let them go when they came up behind me and just brought it home, as they say.
Yeah, but that's the smart way. Instead of having people that actually if you have somebody behind you, it's just distracting. So if they're not, if it's not for position, just let it go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how many wins you had. You had 2 wins. You had 3, 4, 5 second places, and so this was the 15th race. And we had intended to run this the whole season, but we didn't. So it's a little bit of an endurance race. And I'm looking here, Daniel Britas has raced every single race.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I missed.
You missed Solder.
Yeah, one or two I might have missed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think no, it was only Solder. Yeah,
only the one.
Yeah. And your worst result was P10, and that was the first race. So yeah you've been staying with it. So.
That's right.
So are you gonna try out? I think you have a strained relationship with LMU.
Oh, LMU, yeah. I really struggle with it. I was saying, I just cannot get my head around that game. I've been playing a set of course at Evo.
Yeah.
And I've been playing that new one, Project Motorsport.
Oh yeah.
I can drive both of those, no problem at all. Feels planted. Last night I did the race. Race is going fine. You think it's fine. At Imola, and you come through what they call the Villeneuve chicane, and then you've got that hairpin at the bottom of the hill.
Yep.
Did what? Third of the race, no issues at all. I came out of that bottom corner just once, touched the throttle, and it spun.
Oh boy.
I just find it so unreliable. It's not, for me, it's not consistent. I can drive it quickly, and then suddenly it'll just let go of me, and that's it.
That is weird.
It is. I really do struggle with it. I've tried loads and loads of different settings, different cars, and basically it does it every time. Chris Bourne finds it the same as well. That's
Oh,
why he doesn't do it. He doesn't like it.
that is weird, huh? Yeah,
But
I've been struggling because I've been really slow. I haven't had any problems but I realized I started to look at I use these Go setups and they have a good the overlays are things you can look at your braking and how you're doing. I realized that I'm driving. I'm too on and off instead of trail braking, and that will punish you. So I've been working on that. So then Imola got much better, but then I got sick. I couldn't race.
Yeah,
so,
you feeling better today?
Yeah, I'm feeling better today. So
good.
That's good.
That's good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of racing here before the championship starts. Then.
Yes,
and,
I saw it.
But you probably focus on the ACC, or you're going to give the new US tracks.
I'll give LMU a go again. I don't give up on it that easily, but it is very frustrating when you just can't get your. I've driven sims for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
And I've never had one like LMU that I've struggled like I have with this one.
Oh, that's crazy.
I used to play Project Cars and Project Cars 1 and 2 and Assetto Corsa, the original Assetto Corsa, of course, and all the others. And most of them I can. What I find is I cannot. If the car starts to brake, I cannot save it. That's my issue, and I find it unreliable that you can come around a corner, 10 times, and it's just, you feel that you've got it nailed and you've done it the same every time, but it almost feels to me like if you're a millisecond later braking or you're a millisecond earlier on the throttle, there's no forgiving. Now I drove the hypercars, and I can drive the hypercars better than I can drive the GT3s, although I don't. They're a lot faster, but I find that they stick better. They don't swap ends like the GT3s do, but I shall continue to try and master it.
Yeah, I'm gonna change cars. The AMG is just too slow, so I'm gonna try maybe the Porsche, or the Porsche is fun just because it sounds so good, and maybe I go back to the McLaren. We'll see.
Yeah, the McLaren's quite nice when it's going right, but I don't know. It must be just me. It's just the way I drive. I did iRacing for a year, and I just could not get on with that at all. And yet some people find it lovely to drive. They can drive it.
Right.
A lot of people reckon, like iRacing, you have to brake in a straight line and then turn, and they're saying that's how they drive LMU. But I'm a mad trail breaker. I very rarely am I not turning while I'm on the brakes. Always.
Right.
That's just how I drive, and so I should just try. It's difficult to modify your driving style.
Yeah,
if you've got a style. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I went back to ACC, and I just couldn't drive it anymore. And then I think it was Chris Bourne that made a comment. I think he saw when I was driving or something, and he said, "You're driving like you drive LMU. Like you need to drive in LMU." And I was so used now to LMU, so going back to ACC, I just wasn't competitive at all. So
I think that's the problem. Also, when you go from one sim to another, you can really struggle because
it's really hard.
It's different each time. So it's probably it is what it is. But no doubt I shall stick at it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the sprints fun races during the week and see if I can get my head around it and try a few different things.
Yeah, that will be fun. That will be fun
before the championship starts properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Okay. Yeah, good. And congrats.
Nobody else is going to join us.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to join. Oh, it's Mike. Mike's joined us.
Oh, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
Oh, he is speaking.
Hey.
Vi har push to talk now.
I thought I would. I could. I hope that I could have congratulate you to the bronze.
Yeah, I was catching up to him and just hit the grass.
Oh, is that what happened? I didn't catch it on the stream.
Yeah. I was catching up to him eventually, and then we're back neck and neck for about 3 laps, and then I just went a little bit wide and spun.
Right, I'll leave you two guys. I'm going to pop
Okay,
back and
thanks, Terry.
have a chat with the boys a minute
Okay.
before I go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see you, Terry.
Yeah, catch you soon, you two.
See you, Terry.
Okay, bye-bye. Did you broadcast it, Chris?
Yeah, I did. So
Okay.
I followed when you were trying to reach Frank. I don't think he speaks English, does it? So I didn't want to pull him into.
His English is not bad, but he's self-conscious.
Yeah.
All right. He's really improved. You asking a few questions about race control for LMU?
Now we chatted about LMU. Terry says it's inconsistent that all of a sudden he gets kind of an oversteer, although he says he comes into a corner very much the same every time. And I don't know what that could be. I just find LMU. I mean, I've given up on ACC because I'm so used to LMU now, and it's a different driving style. But I'm going to change the car.
I'm going to try GT3 and LMU. I think I'm going to do the Lexus or something.
Yeah, no, that should be fun. Yeah, these sprints.
Control. You had some questions about the broadcast control, right? Have you tried it?
Oh yeah. Let me stop the stream here and just thank everyone for joining and the championships winner of Bourne, Trowbridge, and Frank. So see you next time.